I got here 2 years ago, and I was lucky that I inherited a staff that was starting to really delve into it. My reporter Daisy Whitney has been covering new media for us, and when I got here, it was shortly after the Disney iTunes deal. And so that was a real bell ringer, and we realized what was happening, and we moved aggressively to get a new media story on the front page every week in a meaningful way. And I think we've done really well, and now we've added video to our palette of stuff, and it's just a matter of trying to stay ahead of things that are moving extremely quickly.
So tell us what's happening in LA in terms of entertainment, web, video, content.
It's a renaissance period, I think. There is a profusion of content being created, and that in part is coming from people doing it in their garage on a very low budget. That would be the Guild model, where Felicia Day just won the Yahoo Video Awards and the YouTube Video Awards. She did it on viewer donations. And then there's the investment bankers, the venture capitalists, who are pouring lots of money in, $1 million increments, $5 million increments, $15 million increments into web studios, hoping that they get the next South Park. I oftentimes underestimate how rich some rich people are, and that for many people, a $5 million bet is the same kind of scale of a bet that they would take to Vegas. So while it's large in terms of money that's pouring into the production community, ultimately it's not huge public company money. So in that sector, you're just probably going to see a continuation, a bloom of content coming up. And sure enough, we may find our South Park there that goes large. On the other side of the ledger, you have the networks that are learning how to do their own content on the web with the Hulus and the ABC.coms and CBS's stuff. But at the same time, they're also forming their own studios on a web video economics scale. And that's going to compete with the little guys. And how it all ends up when the computer is finally hooked up to the TV, I don't know. I think the entire industry is wondering, what is the business here? I'm looking at this profusion of small production companies and some of the distribution companies that are putting out web video. And the relevant word here, I think, is burn rate, because the revenue hasn't scaled up with the production.